Hello everyone, welcome to our first session of baking with a princess, or of course in my case with a queen. We're gonna wait a little bit to see if any of our friends arrive. I'm so excited to be here. Hi there! And while we wait for some of our friends, I thought maybe we could sing a song together before we get started on baking our delicious cookies, okay? Okay, so this one is from the first part of my story, so if you know the words, you can sing along. The window is open, so is that door. Didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we owned 8,000 salad plates? For years we roamed these empty halls. Why have a ballroom with no balls? Finally we're opening up the gates. There'll be actual real life people. It'll be totally strange. Wow, am I so ready for this change? 'Cause for the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be light. For the first time in forever, I'll be dancing through the night. Don't know if I'm elated or gassy, but I'm somewhere in that zone. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I won't be alone. Tonight imagine me gown and all, fetchingly draped against the wall, the picture of sophisticated grace. I suddenly see him standing there, beautiful stranger, tall and fair. I want to stuff some chocolate in my face. But then we'll laugh and talk all evening, which is totally bizarre. Nothing like the life I've led so far. For the first time in forever, there'll be magic, there'll be fun. For the first time in forever, I could be noticed by someone. And I know that it's totally crazy to dream I'd find romance, but for the first time in forever, at least I've got a chance. Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel. Put on a show. Make one wrong move and everyone will know. But it's only for today. It's agony to wait. Tell the guards to open up the gates. For the first time in forever, I'm getting what I'm dreaming of. A chance to change my lonely world. A chance to find true love. And I know it all ends tomorrow, so it has to be today. 'Cause for the first time in forever, for the first time in forever, nothing's in my way. I hope you enjoyed the song, and now I'm all ready to get started on teaching you how to bake some cookies, probably just in time for a nice snack after lunchtime. So first thing you need to have is your recipe on hand. And now I'm going to list the ingredients we've got. So we've got 2/3 of a cup of melted butter, so it's in there and it's nice and hot. Then I've got 2 cups of lightly packed brown sugar. I've got my eggs, so 2 eggs. I've got 2 tablespoons of water. Then I have 2 2/3 cups of flour in here. I've got a teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda, so I've got those out on my table as well. Then I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, so just need a little bit of salt, so I've got a salt shaker. Then I also need 270 grams of chocolate chips, so like a package, depending on what you're doing. If you can measure them, that'd be great. And then an optional step, because I love to add it to my cookies, is you can add a teaspoon of vanilla. So I have that with me today as well. So first thing you're going to want to do is obviously wash your hands. I already did that off the magic mirror, but just to be safe, I do have some hand sanitizer, so we're going to put that on. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to preheat the oven. Now, my oven is already ready to go. Christoph has it all set up so I can put the cookies in as soon as we're done here. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a fairly large bowl, and you're going to want to take your melted butter, your brown sugar, your eggs, and your water. So we're going to take our melted butter, and we're going to be careful because it's still hot. And to assist me, you can always get a parent to help you with this step because you don't want to burn yourself with hot liquids. And then put that aside. Then we're going to grab our eggs. So you can have 2 eggs. I already have 1 cracked in here, so we're just going to crack the other one together. I like to do it on the side of my bowl. Wonderful, just like that. Make sure there is no shells in there. And then we're going to put our shells in this bowl. Also have some paper towel to make sure we keep our hands nice and clean. And then we need to add our water. So I already have that measured out. And then this is my brown sugar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly give all these wet ingredients a whisk. Get them all mixed up. Now we're going to add our brown sugar just little by little. So I've got a little scoop here to help me with that. And if you're baking cookies at home, feel free to let me know and tell me, are you making the same kind of cookie as me? Are you making another kind? Do you have a favorite kind of cookie? I always love to know that. Now, chocolate chip cookies is probably my favorite because I love chocolate. But another favorite cookie of mine is Elsa makes these lemon cookies. I don't remember what they're called, but they're really delicious. She loves to make them for sleepovers. So definitely, if you have a chance to try any of Elsa's cookies, it's a good idea. And of course, Elsa is going to come by later in the afternoon, and I'm going to give her some cookies to take to the Enchanted Forest with her, and she's going to make me some ice cream to go with them. Isn't that great? Do you like having ice cream with your cookies? Do you like making ice cream cookie sandwiches? Because those are really good. All right, we're going to keep adding our brown sugar, just little by little. And making sure that you're not being too violent when you're whisking. Otherwise, you're probably going to end up with brown sugar all over you. And I know, it's hard to be careful when you're cooking. You can always get an adult to help you with that. So we're going to probably add the rest of it after I stir this little bit in. I know it's a little early, but I hope that some people can join us for our baking session soon. I absolutely love baking. It's something that I used to do all the time when I was still to myself. So I spent a lot of time with the cooks in the kitchen, and they taught me how to bake all kinds of things, like cookies. So just almost done beating this, and then when you're done, it should look like this. So it should be kind of gloopy like that, but no big chunks. So make sure that you don't get any chunks in your brown sugar. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this part aside, and we're going to switch over to another bowl. So this is the bowl we're going to do our dry ingredients in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our flour, which I already have pre-measured, in here. We'll put that in our bowl. Then what we're going to take is we're going to take our baking powder. So I have that right up here. And we're going to take a teaspoon. Yep. And we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to get a teaspoon of baking soda as well. We're going to be careful with this one because I find baking soda is a little bit messy. So we're going to take the bowl that I had my flour in, so I have somewhere to put my baking soda that spills out. And then we've got a teaspoon of that. So we'll put that aside.